Hey there, pioneering spirits. This is the last video in my current sequence. I'm creating these videos within my inspiration of the new moon, the first new moon of the new year, also the year of the dragon starting today. Um, Although, not all of these videos might be uploaded until today, but I'm making them today, just so you know. I would like to address the topic of understanding free will. You might have heard that mentioned a lot, and people say, well, I have free will, there's a free will within this. You have to first understand the nature of spirit within oneness. In oneness of all things, in source consciousness, there's only the law of divine will, so to say. There are many universal laws that apply within these oneness concepts. So this is kind of like one of them. But when we are here on earth, the souls in this template of learning, because everything is a school of learning through divine remembrance back to self, we have this free will. And the understanding of the free will, of course, is not always matching that true law of free will here that is kind of like prescribed to planet Earth, so to say. Many people really don't understand this concept, and they don't understand, first of all, that many individuals here on Earth are not free at all, because there's a lot of the manipulation coming from the external sources here in our lives, in Earth's global theme, actually. Most humans are not even free. They're asleep, they're heavily intoxicated, they're heavily medicated, they're being put to sleep with heavy vibrations through TV and the emanation of the low frequency waves through that. We have to also understand that we are the same essence that, all the creation. We are the same matter that is permeating all the stars and all the galaxies. We have much of that substance that is also the substance of crystals. And we have to understand that crystals are they're transformators of energy. I don't know how to say that. They transfer energy. So we are a part of that as well. And in our blood, we have these crystals, we have these encodings, these light packages. So these light filaments are like crystals. They're not seen with the visible eye, of course, but that's how we are eternally linked to in this body, also through blood and our bloodline and the codes there. So we have these crystals, but what we're being bombarded by all this media and low frequency waves and our cellular phones and so many things. Chemtrail spraying, so many things in general. Our power of the body is being lessened. So our crystals are not that polished, so to say. We're lacking in silica because these energies and these very, kind of like you say, like a phone, a cellular phone has these electromagnetic waves, and they're not good for you. They're not good if you're too exposed to them. So being exposed to that too much kind of like takes silica out of your body. So it's good to be connected with crystals. It's good to be in natural surroundings. It's good to connect with earth, because a lot of the nature creation, of course, is the organic creation, and it has all those essences that are natural. So within all of that, we are not always free. But at the same time, us humans, many individuals, are also imposing their own free will to others. For instance, we're killing animals on the planet, and we are therefore prohibiting their own experiences to grow and evolve as souls here on Earth. Look what we're doing to rainforest, to nature. Look how we are littering all over our environment. Look at what we're doing. So therefore, we are being manipulated, and we are manipulating out other things as well, other parts of consciousness within creation. So this is kind of game that we play here. When you are fully awakening yourself, you will more start to migrate from that free will to divine will. You will become source infused, and you will understand this freedom to truly grow and evolve as conscious, free, sovereign beings. And you will know that this is not just the human species. You will know that this is the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the everything that is. And you will understand this. There's a lot of people, I wouldn't say that this is just a part of the New Age movement, but a lot of the people who are a part of that movement will say, "Oh, my frequency is too high. It's so high. When you reach enough of that high frequency vibration within you, it doesn't matter what you eat because your vibration is so high. It doesn't influence you." Well, wake up. It is not all about you. And this is where actually humility and the understanding of yourself as sacred and being a part of the everything that is also sacred. Moving from the I to the I am. There's a difference here. Moving from ego to embracing all. So moving from serving the self to serving everything, all others. For instance, I knew someone once that was really liked dogs a lot. Every dog was so cute, especially golden retrievers. And we're like, oh, they're so cute, they're so cute. But then when that person mentioned the food on their plate, it was like, chicken, yum, yum, yum. Oh, so at that point, if I would be kind of sarcastic, I could have said, well, would you want some of that golden retriever in your plate? Oh, but no, they're too cute. I remember one person once saying also that they're switching to vegetarian because look at all the poor chickens that they saw in this movie. I think it was the Ford Incorporated movie, which is a very good movie to see. Um, so therefore, they're only eating tofu and fish instead. Well, that's not vegetarian. Fish is still life. So you have to see that it's not the same to understand the law of free will here on earth as for you. That means the law of free will applies to the soul having the freedom to choose its pace of soul evolution, to grow, evolve, and expand within its multitudes of experiences and the incarnated material creation sorts of life, not just in spirit, but existing in the material on many different levels. You can mix that up by saying the free will means I can do whatever I want. Humans have been misled in this direction for far too long. And saying, oh, I can do whatever I want, I have free will, it's just pure ignorance. It is not an enlightened state. An enlightened individual will know that everything surrounding it is a part of the same source energy, same unified vibration. So therefore it will treat everything the same way. They say this, there's this quote saying, treat everyone as how you want to be treated. No, treat everyone, everything, every living creation as you would want to be treated yourself. We have a lot of these limitations within the things that we say, and that's truly just because of the lack of understanding of the whole concept. That is because human nature is oftentimes as such that they really just imply certain things that I like within a certain thing as to how they would like it, how they would want it, so that it serves them better. This is how the manipulated, egoic nature of humanity is. But the true human being, the true human essence, when it's not being manipulated and told things as such, is not like that. Therefore, you have to understand that manipulating and being manipulated goes hand in hand. So all those beings who are truly still manipulated will manipulate things and energy as well, but not through divinity, through their own divinity, but through their ego lack of understanding. Because what ego is, it's not even a consciousness. Ego just means you don't know the self. It's like Alan Watts said, either you know the self or you don't, and that's the basic truth of how it is. So you have to understand that when we truly wish to evolve, spiritually grow, we have to understand that we are never separate from anything. And it's not just about saying we're one with everything, but then our actions and deeds don't match that. You have a lot of the people who are claiming to be light workers, but they also lack that deeper understanding of sacredness of all life forms, all life permeating everything. So you should really understand that free will has been manipulated as well. it's been hijacked, like many other words, like ascension and things like that. Many spiritual words have been actually kind of like abducted through this new age movement and made something that they're truly in essence are not. So if you truly wish to become a conscious, responsible human being, you will have to understand the nature of all things, not just the things that you would like to hear from someone, the things that you would like to perceive as how you wanted them. It's perceiving them and knowing them as they truly are in essence. And the concept of free will, as I said, only applies to a soul to freely choose its pace of growth, not being limited by anything external. And on earth, this has not always been the case because of the outer manipulation that has been causing our own manipulation as well. So people who are the heaviest sleepers still, these are the people who are manipulating other things as well. Because when you're eating, when something is eating you, you start eating it as well, or vice versa. I have a beautiful friend who's also doing YouTube videos, and he said, we're eating things and therefore something else, some other consciousness is eating us. Well, this is the wheel of karma. And this is all I have to say about this. This is a touchy subject still for some. I'm not forcing anyone to become vegan just in one day or things like that, or to stop eating, become a breatharian, but start thinking with your own head. Start going within and asking yourself questions about such important topics like free will, true spiritual evolution, self-remembrance. Why are we here? Where in our lives have we still been manipulated? Be honest with yourself. Every one of us has been manipulated, even myself before my awakening. But the more you see those manipulations as such, the more you will see where your free will grow. But as I said, this is the lesson of free will still for most humans who have been incarnating on this human will of incarnation. But there you have those beings that don't come from this template of learning. They come from somewhere else. And they know the difference not just between this, but they also know about the difference of the divine will and free will. When you move from serving the self or serving all life, you move from your own will to divine will. And this is yourself merging with your I am presence and being constantly connected with source within you and all around you, because it's everywhere. You don't have to see God. You're a part of it already, and it's permeating everywhere. So if you haven't yet checked out my I am understanding the I am presence video, because I'm talking about how to merge with it there and what it actually means and represents. So this is from me to you, from my sequence of videos today and this powerful day, and wishing you much love and self-remembrance, everyone. Bye-bye.